Hello everyone, it's a boy Proph Rye. Tonight I'm back with another video, people, another creative epic content. Now I ain't dropped no video in like 2 days now, so wrong timing for that. I'm trying to do a video. Now I ain't done no video in 2 days now, people. I've been grinding, I've been out here, I've been doing so much stuff, man. Plus I've been observing the roads, you get me? And like I said, man, no one don't really wants smoke like that. No one don't really wants smoke like that, people. But like I said, man's out here, man's testing the spirits, man. I'm seeing what people are on in it. You get me? But apart from that, people, you guys already know what it is, man. I'm here with another epic content, people. Now I know a lot of people are thinking, rah, what's Proph Rye coming with? What's the motive? What's going on? Let us know what's going on, man, because you're always going through some type of shenanigans. And you come and make a video about it. And like I said, man, we don't really know, but in due time, people will know. People will know what's going on out here, fam. Now, let me tell you something, people, man. You have to be careful when you're buying food from these takeaway shops and going to these restaurants, fam. You have to be careful. I'm starting to discern food now because, let me tell you something, people, man. Not everything we see out here on the shelf is righteous. You get me? Not everything you see them cooking in these shops are righteous. Not every time you go to a restaurant, you go there, you think you see what you want to order, but in reality, it's not what you wanted. It's not what you really ordered. What am I talking about? Where's the profit going with this conversation? People, the human meat thing, I already made a video about it. It's getting out of hand. Now, a lot of people are going to say, this guy's crazy, this guy's mad. But let me tell you something. The only people that is crazy and mad is the ones that are going to avoid what I'm telling you and what I'm teaching you guys. Because when everyone starts getting sick and everyone starts getting cancer out of nowhere, food poisoning and all these things, belly bloating for no reason, knowing that you don't even eat like that, whether you want to do intimate, what's it called again? I used to do it myself. Intermittent fasting. That's it, intermittent fasting. I'm sure it's intermittent fasting. Whether you want to do that to try and lose weight. And like I said, some people, yeah, it's just how they are. They don't really put on weight. You get me? Even when they have so much lesions inside. Some people are not real. You get me? So their weight don't fluctuate. So listen, like I'm saying, people, I ordered some food the other night, man. And this is probably like 4 nights ago. I was here. It was like 3 in the morning, people. You shouldn't really be eating them type of big dinners around them time there. But you know it goes. Sometime I'm up, I'm active, the Proph's working. You get me? So people, I went online. You know how it goes. Man's in my lab, working in my lab. 3 o'clock, getting a bit hungry. And you know how it goes. People want to do and send a little cheap shit, spiritual attacks. You get me? Little joke things trying to just waste my time. And they're killing themselves, but it's all fine. That's how the game goes at the end of the day. You get me? But like I said, people, I said, let me order some food, man. I'm starving. People, I was sitting here, you know, and I said, let me order some food, man. I'm starving. Let me treat myself. So I said, let me treat myself. I ran online now. So I stopped doing what I was doing. I went online. I said, you know, my best food app is Just Eat. You get me? It's very straightforward, to be honest. And I went on Just Eat. Pardon me, people. I went on Just Eat, people. And like I said, I ain't had a kebab in ages. Because you see one thing about me, people, yeah. I can only have kebab once in a while. I'm sure a lot of people can say, kebab is one of them meats there. Once you eat it, you got to give that a break. You got to give that a break for like even a month or something. Let that, you know what I mean? That's how I take kebab. That's how I find myself eating kebab anyways. It's always a meal that I eat once in a blue moon. You get me? I'll more likely go to Morley's, get a standard 2-piece, or get the grilled peri-peri. Man loves a grilled peri-peri. When I was homeless, I was banging up that grilled peri-peri shop in Old Kent Road, fam. You get me? So like I'm saying, people, man, I ordered the kebab. And you know you're starving. And this is why, with me, I always pray before I eat anyways. You get me? I ask God to bless this food, man, and make it righteous for me to eat, man. Because you know how it goes. Food out here is getting cooked by bare unclean spirits, man. You got fucking demons running the restaurants and saying that they're chefs and all of these things. You get me? So at the end of the day, people, it is what it is. We have to this is the way, this is how we're living. You get me? And this is the real reality. This is the reality that people are not in. This is the spiritual realms. A lot of people are stuck in the quantum realms. People living in darkness. I tell you, lot, shout me, fam. Do your journey. Shout me. I tell a couple of people and they're looking at me laughing and thinking that I'm joking. They've been cursed, fam. You get me? They've been cursed because you're joking out your thing. So life is only going to get harder for people. So like I said, people, man, ordered the kebab. When I said the kebab come, people, and let me not say starving, I was hungry. I was hungry, people. And I sat here and I ordered the kebab and chips, meat and chips, you get me? And I sat here, people, and I ate. And I was people, when I said that I had the TV on, I didn't even look at it once. That's when you know that you're having a spiritual warfare with the food now. It's you and the food. It's you and the food head on. It's a head-on collision. It is a head-on collision. So I was running through the food, people. And when I said that, I was struggling to even lift my head up to take a breather. I was being greedy. I was sick in my stomach myself. You get me? So it's only when I got past halfway, people. And, you start feeling full. And you start feeling, you know what, yeah, let me slow down now, man. What's left is left. Because I'm not going to lie, I don't like to waste food, people, man. I'm just being honest. I don't like to waste food. If I have to scrape up the whole thing, man, I'm going to scrape the whole thing. You get me? But at the same time, I had a little bit there left. And I said, you know what? I can't even eat no more, fam. I said, this is not right. I said, silly me. I said, let me discern the food. People, I discerned the food. And the first thing I was thinking about first was, this is meant to be a lamb doner. Why is it so chewy? Why am I chewing it so long? And then the taste of it as well. The taste was horrible. But I only found that out after. That's because man didn't discern the food at the start. And this is why you have to be careful, because many times when you say you're hungry or starving, as soon as the food comes, it's only you notice it because you're so hungry. It's only when you finish the food or get halfway into the food you start to notice that there's something wrong, man. There's something wrong, because now your belly's there at a stage where your belly's telling you basically like you're good now. You get me? Anything you eat from here is on you. You get me? Make sure toilet is near. You get me? And then it's like people. It's like with all of that being said, people. With all of that being said, one second. Yeah, man. I all forgot what I was saying, people. I got distracted, I had to fix something, but yeah, discerning the food. You have to take a second out and literally discern and see what's going on, because I'm going to be honest with you, people. I'm sure that lamb doner that I ordered, lamb and chips I ordered, that was some human meat, bro. I'm just being honest. The human meat thing is running rapid out here. There's a lot of these shops, a lot of these restaurants are working with the black market. Human sacrifice, human trafficking is a big serious thing in the scene that no one ever talks about, fam. And you'd be surprised, like I said, how many rappers and how many people that are investing in this big scandal. Because I noticed that these people, these demons out here, they feed off human meat, fam. If I'm lying, I'm dying. You get me? You have to know what you're doing, people. I'm honest to you, my belly felt so sick after that, and I realised it, man. I said to myself, listen, I need to get back to cooking, man. If I don't go to my mum's to pick up food, I'm going to have to cook, whether it's corned beef, tuna and rice, or something small, even egg and bread. I'm going to have to start cooking, fam, because sometimes, like, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm going to tell you that straight up. Sometimes, people, we let our mind get the best of us into making us spend for no reason sometimes. And I'm talking about 3 days in a row, I've ordered takeaway on some lazy man thing. And if I be honest with you, that's not me. Man grind every day. I was coming in sometime 2 in the morning, and I'll be cooking all curry chicken and rice, roast chicken and rice. I'm a type of man, I like to cook. I cook my food, fam. I make sure that it's cooked and it's cooked righteous, fam. I see what's going in there. I'm the one that's seasoning up the meat. You get me? So it's good when you know that you've done it and you know you're not going to get sick because you've cooked your meal. But a lot of the times we don't understand why we get sick, people, and it's because we're ordering food off these websites that are unrighteous, fam. Man are all digging their batty in the shop and seasoning and throwing the flour on the wings and on the chicken and that. people are actually sneezing. There's viruses going around, and staffs are actually sneezing inside the kitchen where they cook on a day-to-day basis. Sweat is dripping off them into the food on a day-to-day basis, and the kitchen is fucking hot. We have to take accountable that we know that these things will make us sick, but we because we just think money is something that it comes and it goes and all of these things. But listen, when you think about it, we have to look after our health. We need to know what we are consuming in our body. And this is why you can't trust these shops out here. This is why you can't trust these restaurants out here, people. Because guess what? I got another funny story to tell you. I was at my mum's house last week, and I was sitting there with my stepdad and my mum and that, and me and my stepdad was sitting there, we're running joke, and we're laughing, people. You get me? We're laughing and we're running joke, and my stepdad's telling me some things, and you get me? And like I said, my stepdad never talked to me like this before on any type of spiritual level. We're literally talking about certain things, and he's opened up, he's telling me what go on inside the shop where he's working in Patty Island in Campbell. You get me? And me and him, I was laughing to my belly's weak, and it's just earlier today, I was at my mum's house and we were sitting in the garden, me, my mum and my stepdad and that. And listen, it was nothing but laughter, man. Nothing but laughter, people. But this is the reason why I'm going to teach you lot and tell you lot why we have to be careful when we're eating from these restaurants, people. And I'm going to be honest with everyone. If you haven't noticed by now, people, a lot of these restaurants, even some of them, even a lot of the Chinese ones, when you go in there, you see they've got like a Buddha statue. You go into a corner shop sometime, you see the man them are burning incense sticks. You get me? People, you'll be surprised to know that a lot of these shops are doing witchcraft to draw your energy. So sometimes you might be walking past a chicken shop and you know you're damn not hungry, you know, and you just look in there. From once you look in there, fam, from once you look in that shop, it's like the energy hits you and it makes you feel like in your mind, like you want to go in there. Even if you want to go in there just to buy 4 hot wings and then come out of the shop and go about your way. A lot of these shops are working with some serious darkness. They're doing rituals to make money, to make the shop make money. They're doing rituals to make customers come to the shop. Then you're wondering why you're going to the shop all 2 to 3 times a day. And you just keep going to the shop. People are doing these things for even competition against next chicken shops and next corner shops and that. People, if you think I'm joking, the prophet is smoking. I'm being dead serious with you lot, you know. Anything I say, I hold accountable for it. I hold my hands up. If I'm a liar, if I'm a false prophet, I hold accountable for the things that I'm telling you and teaching you guys right now. People, listen. My stepdad, Shabs, he was working in Patty Island. He was working with Patty Island in Campbell, the Jamaican restaurant. Yeah. And he's working with a brother called Ray. But apparently they call him Sugar Ray. Because my man's throwing sugar around and everything in the shop. My man's he's putting the sugar in the rice, he's putting the sugar in the meat, he's putting the sugar in the veg, he's putting the sugar in the callaloo, he's putting the sugar in the soup. He's even putting sugar in his rascal shoes, cuz. Because man's well sweet. He's moving well sweet. You get me? So listen to this now. So my stepdad telling me, boom. Sometimes, like, man's leaving stuff in the fridge. It's been there for a day, taking it out the next day. My stepdad's saying, "Rah, sometimes they're throwing away the food," and he's watching on the camera. He's watching on the camera and like, what you lot doing? What you lot doing? Tell me that Bobby told him, that, you know, they're throwing away the food, innit? They're closing the shop. Like, we only should be selling the customers fresh food. Every restaurant should be selling customers fresh food. It's hygiene, people. It's all about hygiene. Pardon me, people. So like I'm saying, people, everything that these restaurants and takeaway shops should be selling should be fresh. Now, he's come down now and said, what are you lot doing? And they said they're dashing away the food. Yeah, you can't dash that way. He's like, I'm a prophet that. He said, you lot better put that shit in the fridge to sell that shit tomorrow, because that's his profit. So my man's done letting you guys know from now. He don't care if you guys get sick. He don't care what happened when you lot buy this food or take this food. But all he cares about is money. Money's the root of all evil, people. Money's the root of all evil. He said, you can't throw that away. You better put that in the fridge for tomorrow. That's my profit. The only thing that matters to these shops and these restaurants is money, people. You have to remember that. You have people out there that will say they can cook just so they can open up a restaurant, so they can think about making money, knowing that they damn well can't cook. And we'll go on Just Eat, Deliveroo, and all of these websites, and order food from an unknown restaurant, fam. And then we wonder why we're vomiting and shitting up ourselves and we've got diarrhea for the next 2 to 3 working days. Huh? Huh? But guess what, people? The story don't end there. So my stepdad says, me know my daughter be in the shop, you know. Me know my daughter be in the shop. You get me? Apparently, you know, the bottom of the basement and that man bury something down there and all of them things there. This is all going on in a Jamaican restaurant food shop. Now, I've ate there a few times. But everyone calls him Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray's sugary, swift. Sugar Ray's hitting that. Then when they're hitting some serious witchcraft in the shop, some serious rituals. He's got a lot of white people coming into the shop as well. You get me? And the funny piece. So my stepdad said, boom. People are come back and complain about the food. You get me? They come complaining to him, and guess what, people? This shit's gonna rock your boat. And this is when you know that, yeah, Sugar Ray is all about the money. You get me? Shout out to Sugar Ray, man, whenever he sees this, man. I'm not trying to disrespect you or nothing. I just thought I had to use this. I'm sorry that I have to use you as an example for this video, but guess what? Shout out and big up yourself same way, because you done your thing. You get me? But people, this is where it hit the nail on the head. The customer come complaining, saying that there's too much sugar in the food, and why is it so sweet? And they make complaints saying that the food is tasting stale, it don't taste fresh. So Sugar Ray's there saying, seriously? And then the customer complaining again, and he goes, all right, no worry. Me I gotta talk to the manager. How's my man going to talk to the manager? He's telling the customer that he's going to go and talk to the manager, people. And he is the manager. People, he's fooling the customers. He's telling the customer that he's going to go and speak to the manager and tell them about your complaint. Them time there, he's the manager. And when the customers come into the shop and complain about the food and that, he goes, don't worry, he's going to go and talk to the chef. But he is the chef. He's the chef. My stepdad said they can't even work in peace in there, because he's always coming and asking them if they put sugar in the food. Did they put sugar in the food? You get me? He's bang out of order with this sugar business. He's putting sugar in the rice, and then my stepdad's telling me that when he's cooking the rice and all them type of thing there, and he's cooking rice and peas and those type of thing there, people, he doesn't wash the rice. And my stepdad, me and him was having a conversation, was laughing. And my stepdad says, why you think I don't eat in that shop? And then my mum was like, true. Every time Shabs finished work, he said, Mom, put me food in the microwave. Put me food in the microwave. They're 10 minutes away. My stepdad's working in a restaurant, but my stepdad's hungry because he doesn't eat there. This is why you have to be careful when you're eating from different type of restaurants. I'm sorry to G my man up, but this is... It's only right people understand what I'm doing. This is good. This is good. What I'm doing is good, because many people might go to that shop, Patty Island in Campbell, and they had something happening the next day. They don't know where it is, and now they're wondering why they keep going back there. Because here, what now? My stepdad gave me the icing on the cake. And this is why I need to stop going around my family, because listen, every time I go around there and we have a conversation, people, I get a topic. I get a topic. I don't know. I'm just chilling and everyone just starts snitching about something. And they're forgetting, now listen, the sun's woke now, I'm woke. People. Yeah, what now? So, my stepdad said his brethren that he works with, Bobby. Bobby said he saw Sugar Ray one evening putting some powder in the dumpling. Putting some powder in the dumpling here, and he said he saw him, and he looked at him and he shaked his head. He said, when God is ready to beat him, God's gonna beat the fuck out of him. That's what he said. That's what he said. People. So Sugar Ray, he's always back and forward from Jamaica. You get me? And he goes to Jamaica. He's got his obeah men. He's got a few obeah men that he goes to. He loves the witchcraft thing. Like I said, they even gave him a guzzle ring. What's that was even telling me one time. You get me? And he's bathed in milk and all of these things. So he's done many rituals, man. And I don't want to G up the having sex with the animal thing, because better people's on this having sex with the animal thing, fam. I don't understand it, but St. Thomas is big when it comes to having sex with the animal thing, man. You get me? And that's where Sugar Ray's from, man. Sugar Ray's smart. Because he's made money in life and he's got a restaurant, then, man, they don't go back to St. Thomas, you know, because a lot of people think that he's dissed them. A lot of people think that he's dissed them, so he's built a house, uptown, gated community. Sugar Ray, his witchcraft has made him fortunes off that shop in Campbell. Even knowing that he's selling people stale food and he's not sticking to the hygiene. You get me? He's made money. And the reason why Sugar Ray's made money is because he's bringing back products from Jamaica and he's put it in the food. So he's put the powder in the dumpling now. So every time people's going in there buying fried dumpling, they don't know that they're eating the powder that he's putting in the food, which is the witchcraft, you know. Now they don't know why they keep going back to the shop. They keep going back to the shop. That is what you call food spells. He's doing food rituals, shop rituals. Now, what I'm telling you and teaching you guys right now is vital information. So take me in. This also goes on, people, in the Chinese shops. This also goes on in the Indian takeaways. I'm telling you, a lot of them are working with some serious darkness. And then this goes back to people, the human meat. That's right. So even the other day, I'm sitting here laughing. A lot of those people that went to Salt Bay, yeah, why you think them and their steak is so high? Why you think them and their prices of their steak is so high? And bare rappers ran over there with their money thinking that, this is all steak. This is all steak. Listen, them things there, corrupted. These people, corrupted, fam. Corrupted. I'm telling you, people are sicking of people out here with human meat. Even dead people's bones. I'm talking about the dust, the ashes. People will all sprinkle that in your drink, sprinkle that in your food, and fuck you up. It's a serious cold world out here that we're living in, people. I'm just being honest. If I'm lying, you can tell me that I'm lying in the comments whenever you lot do start watching these videos. But I know damn right a lot of you lot going to tell me, you know, I don't know everyone's going to laugh about the most when you know, it's true. You walk past, you could just finish eating and you walk past a chicken shop, you walk past a Chinese shop and you just start thinking that you're hungry. All of a sudden it's like something takes over your mind. You get me? So like I said, people, Sugar Ray, there's a lot going on, man. They're not washing the rice thing and just putting the rice in the pot and say you don't need to do it. He must have was laughing because we was talking about, listen, the Health and Safety Act thing. You get me? Especially where we come from in Jamaica. Knowing that he's a Jamaican man as well. Knowing that he's a Jamaican man as well, people. Rice should be washed. Rice should be washed till the water is looking clear. Clear. Man was just chucking the rice in like that. That's a sick man. He said that he's been through so many process. It's good. It's good to go. Can you see where I'm coming from here, people? There's a lot going on. So this is what I'm saying, man. I bear witness, man. It's peak. It's peak. I can't really see myself using the Just Eat app for now. And if I do, people, I'm not a hypocrite. Don't judge me. It might be a little Moody's. I stick to the peri peri. You get me? Because even certain shops, you can't even trust how it looks like chicken, but it's not fucking chicken, fam. Everything is starting to taste horrible now. And this is why it's good. You have to pray to God. You have to make sure that the Lord Jesus Christ is working, fam, because you have to discern food in these last days, people, because trust me, what's going on in restaurants, takeaway, market, is not what it seems. You get me? I know where it's seeing, people. So me and kebab shops right now, yeah, calling it a day. I don't want to see another kebab until 2025, and I want to see that they've murked the lamb. I want to see that they've killed the lamb themselves and they're putting up there. I want to make sure that it's halal, really halal, because even the halal butchers and the halal shops, a lot of them are working with black market. You get me? They know what they're serving people, fam. Don't be fooled, fam. Not everyone's real like that. Don't be fooled out here. You get me? It's a boy Proph Rye. Stay blessed.